So here we are again. We're with Raul Maldonado, civil engineer of the Universidad de Chile, and he's going to tell us about the hydroelectric station Alto Maipo. So Raul, how are you?
Good evening. One correction. I'm from the Catholic University, not the Universidad de Chile, so but doesn't matter. Well, Alto Maipo power station has created a lot of controversy in Chile. The people from living close to the or within the Cajón del Maipo, and many people of the green or conservationists are reluctant to the construction of the power plant. I think that there are a lot of bad information and that the company, the owners, Gener, haven't explained very well how the plant operates. The people who is against the construction of the plant say that the construction of the plant, of the existence of the plant, will endanger the supply of water to the Maipo River and to the potable water of Santiago, which should not happen because the Alto Maipo power station is a run-of-the-river station. That means that the water is not dammed, it's not stored, it only flows. And if the power station does not use the water runs out and back to the river, contrary to the dam stations where the water is stored. So that in that case is affected the flow of the water downstream of this station. Unfortunately, the Gener has not really explained to in the media, has not done a good media campaign to explain how it works. The water does not disappear. It is used and goes back to the river. There is some local effect when in the area where the water is input to the channel, to the inflow channel, and the point where it returns. There may be some local effects, but as a whole there is no effect. I think I am not sure, I cannot assure this, but my feeling is that many of these people that is reluctant to the construction of these plants is acting, one, based on political ideology. Is against, it's very hard to think against progress. And on the other side, there is many people trying to obtain profit, money from the owners of the project.
Okay. You talk about some effects of the hydroelectric power station in a local meaning. What are those effects? What do you mean?
Well, the power plant, the hydraulic power plants, work with water. So they have to collect water from different creeks, small rivers. They have to collect them, to divert them, collect the water to one point, and then return to somewhere. From the point of collection to the point of return, there might be a reduction of the flow. Anyway, the regulations require that part of the original flow, of the incoming flow, has to be kept.
Okay.
Cannot be used for the power generation.
Why not?
Because it's called the, let me think in Spanish, it's called something like sustainable flow. It's the minimum flow required to keep all the fauna, flora and fauna,
Okay, of the sector.
in that section to have enough water to do not be affected.
Okay.
Huh? It's called the, I don't remember. When I think in English, it's difficult to remember the word in Spanish, but it's like the sustainable flow or something like that. Huh? So not all the water is taken out from the original basins.
Okay. Do you think that effect that you took us have something common to the? Do you think that the effects that you talk about have something common with the events that happened April 16 with the flows in Santiago?
No, I think it has nothing to do because the flood that happened in April in Santiago was caused by overflow of the Mapocho River, which is another basin different from the Cajón del Maipo or Maipo basin. So there is no relation between those. And the other point, the fact that after the rain, Santiago was without potable water for 1 or 2 days, has nothing to do with Alto Maipo. Is related with the fact that the heavy rain produced some mud flow into the Maipo River, and the potable water to Santiago is taken from the Maipo, treated, and then sent to Santiago. The fact is that all that mud that came into the river produced an increase of the solid particles in the water that was impossible to settle them and to produce potable water. They had to wait that the river was washed, if we say, the water flew all the mud out and then returned to the normal amount of particles in suspension, and then they were able to produce potable water again.
Okay. What's your point of view about the construction of the hydroelectric station Alto Maipo?
I think it's, well, the regulations in Chile for the power generation are that it's a matter of private, of the private investors, private entrepreneurs. The government or the state says nothing about this. They don't give guidances to where and when and how to, which type of power stations have to be built. This is a good opportunity. There is an interesting amount of power that can be generated there with a relatively low cost. It's environmentally friendly because it does not affect the environment. They don't produce a lake, a dam, and a lake there. So I think it's a very good project. On the other side, it's a clean source of energy. The alternative for hydraulic power generation now here in Chile, in the central Chile, is coal-fired or oil-fired power stations which produce carbon dioxide that affects the environment.
Okay. There's people that says that Alto Maipo is bad for Chile. They say that it's a bad opportunity that we're taking, and they say that we don't need Alto Maipo. What do you think about that?
I don't know which are the arguments or what, which are the reasons that people say that it's not necessary. I have my opinion. I think that I can agree that in the fact that we don't use appropriately energy in Chile. We waste energy in many ways.
Okay.
You can see that there are some, you can see in the surroundings, the business buildings that are with the lights turned on
All day.
during the night. The bulbs, we are still using these, the common bulbs, the filament bulbs, and not bulbs as low energy bulbs, for example.
Okay.
So there, I think that we have to first try to improve the measures to save energy in many ways. For the bulbs, in the illumination is one source, a strong source of that we use energy. In Santiago, in the central part of Chile, or the central area of Chile,